Hello, this is Rome about Japan. I'm your host, Kazuo. In this show, we'll be talking about Japanese culture and the tourist spots from a Japanese perspective. Today's topic is cherry blossoms and hanami. As we enter March, the cherry blossom season is soon arriving in Japan. I'd like to talk about how Japanese people enjoy cherry blossoms and the season when cherry blossoms bloom. Cherry blossoms are one of the symbol of Japan. They are depicted on various items such as Japanese currency and passports. In the world of Japanese poetry, when we talk about flowers, it often means cherry blossoms. In Japan, the fiscal year ends in March and begins in April. March sees many graduation ceremonies at schools, and April marks the start of new schools or jobs, bringing changes to people's lives. Therefore, spring, when cherry blossoms bloom, is often described as a time of farewells and new encounters. This, this sentimental season may be one of the reasons why Japanese people adore cherry blossoms. Let's talk more about cherry blossom in Japan. Originally, there are around 10 native species of cherry blossoms in Japan, but now there are over 300 varieties due to breeding efforts. Among them, the most representative cherry blossom is the Someyoshino, which can be seen all over Japan. The Japan Meteorological Agency issues the cherry blossom forecast, and the Someyoshino serves as the specimen for this forecast. By the way, the Someyoshino is created by grafting two different types of cherry blossoms, so it cannot reproduce naturally, and planting its seeds won't grow it. Besides the Someyoshino, there are also other popular cherry cherry blossom varieties, such as the Sakura, which grows naturally in mountains and blooms pink flowers in the winter forest, and the Sakura, which has branches that droops like willows. Have you ever heard of the term Sakura front before? The Sakura front is a line connecting the predicted cherry blossom blooming dates on the map of Japan, similar to contour lines. As March approaches and cherry blossoms begin to bloom, the forecast is announced through various media channels, such as TV and the internet. By the way, the calculation method for predicting the bloom date in Tokyo is when the accumulated temperature from February 1st exceeds 600 degrees Celsius. Now let's talk about hanami. The history of hanami dates back to the Heian period around the 10th century. There are no specific rules for hanami. If you enjoy cherry blossoms, that's hanami. However, many people bring lunch boxes and alcohol and the cherry blossom trees. So having a party under cherry blossoms is also called hanami. Until last year, due to COVID-19, Eating and drinks are prohibited in parks famous for cherry blossoms. Today, many Japanese people are looking forward to enjoying hanami party. Finally, let's talk about some of famous cherry blossom spots. One of them is Hirosaki Castle Park in Aomori Prefecture. The park has 2,600 cherry trees planted. It's a castle built during the Edo period, and not only the moats and stone walls, but also the main tower still exist. The best time to visit is after the cherry blossom are in full bloom. Since there are many cherry blossom, since there are many cherry trees that densely planted in the park, you can enjoy cherry blossom petals falling like a cherry blossom blizzard in the wind. Also, the fallen cherry blossom petals floating on the surface of the moat dye in pink. Moat dye it pink. In Japanese, the cherry blossom petals floating on the water are called hanaikada, or cherry blossom raft. And the people enjoy hanami even after the petals have fallen. Another spot is cherry blossoms along the river banks. In Japan, cherry trees are planted along various river banks, and there are cherry blossom spots without names all over the country. In Tokyo, not only along major rivers like the Sumida River, but also along small rivers like the Meguro River, cherry trees are planted, making them popular cherry blossom spots. If you have the chance to see cherry blossom in Japan, please enjoy the precious time, as cherry blossoms easily lose their petals in the rain or wind. While you are at it, please feel the spring in Japan while eating Sakura mochi, a rice cake wrapped in cherry leaves. By the way, the cherry leaves used in Sakura mochi are eatable, so you can enjoy them safely. That's all for this episode. Thank you for listening. We published both English and Japanese scripts on our website, so please check the link in the description if you are interested. Also, if you have any comments or requests, please email us at romabajapan@gmail.com. See you in the next episode.